All right, y'all, we back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions, man. And Pooh Shiesty just got hit by the feds, man, along with his dad, Big30, and some of his homies. All bad, man. Let's see what happened, man.
In the eights, dripped out, pops off camera.
Pops in the eights, Katie in the gummers.
Yep.
Yeah, shit going on.
I'm locked in with TP, we finna make a hit.
Decided to tell what happened and he left stuff out. I'm not gonna do that. There is a video of this thing. A lot of people know already what happened.
Wait, so this is the same dude that talking about the Draco shit with Flacco. So this is what he do, huh? Yeah, he just okay. I see what's going on. So what type of content creators do they call that? The niggas who want to like break murder cases and robbery cases and before the feds are. I don't know. That's crazy.
That live stream with Ben the Don, that was about Pooh Shiesty.
Took everything to clean them up.
Are you serious?
The nigga retarded, bro. It has to hit the street shit. Remember, I always get the shit first.
Yeah, I gotta talk to you at the stream, bro. I'll call you in a little bit, bro. No, bro, this shit never fucking ends. That shit damn near made me on the end stream, gang.
Gucci Mane got robbed, bro. And I've allowed a lot of people to come in the, y'all know me and Seti really ain't been see whatever. I did not
Gucci got robbed, man.
Damn, Gucci. I didn't want to believe it.
Gucci got robbed,
I didn't think Pooh Shiesty was dumb enough. But y'all, Pooh Shiesty is dumb enough.
In Cordova, at the scene in Cordova, our crews have seen
God damn, Pooh
FBI
Shiesty.
and TBI agents going in and out of that house. The Shelby County Assessor's website lists this house as being owned by Lontrell Williams. That is the name of both Pooh Shiesty and his father. The rap star is in a halfway house right now after being released from federal.
It's a lot going on, fam.
In a halfway house and hit a robbery. In a halfway house and doing a robbery is crazy. Like what? Nigga, you in a halfway house, you got an ankle monitor, and you doing a robbery, bro? Niggas is crazy.
I gotta prioritize as some come up. Fam, what if I told you the story we just covered less than 24 hours ago has already been confirmed by the federal government? Because earlier today, federal authorities held a press conference and released a federal complaint connected to a robbery and kidnapping case involving multiple individuals tied to Memphis and a rap scene. Names that have been circulating online including Pooh Shiesty, Big30, and even rumors surrounding Gucci Mane. According to investigators, 8 individuals alleged travel from Memphis to Texas to carry out what authorities say was a planned robbery and kidnapping. But here's where the story gets even more interesting. Because while a lot of people online are claiming someone must be telling, federal authorities have not even publicly named the victim believed to be involved, even though many believe they know exactly who it is. Instead, investigators say a lot of the evidence may be coming from the suspect themselves, including actions within hours and days after the alleged robbery happened.
God
so the real
damn.
question becomes, who's really telling? Or did the suspects allegedly leave behind more evidence than they realized? So in this video, we're gonna go over this criminal complaint in its entirety. And I won't talk too much after, because I want you guys to hear from the U.S. District Attorney himself and some of the questions he was asked and some of his answers. So before we go over this one and wrap up this update until more come out, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story.
Now let me ask y'all, man, is this unexpected in your eyes when it comes to Pooh Shiesty? Is this something where you're shocked or you're surprised, like, oh damn, he really did that? Or did he live up to what you expected? He goes by the name Shiesty. You know what I mean? He got every YN in America wearing a mask over their face. He's the creator of that shit. They call it the Shiesty mask for a reason. It started with him, the Pooh Shiesty. Is he living up to the name or is he crashing out? Now, I think he's living up to the name. Me personally, I'm like, shit, he's living up to what his name was. This is what I expect from him. Shit, especially after why he went to jail.
So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. Fam, if you want to check out the update on how we got to this point and a full breakdown on Pooh Shiesty and his dad, check the first video out. I'll leave the link in the bio. But 2 Memphis rappers and 7 others have been arrested following an FBI investigation into an alleged robbery and kidnapping involving other rappers. The North Texas U.S. Attorney's Office held a press conference in Dallas on Thursday morning, announcing the arrest of 9 people, including Memphis rapper Lontrell Williams Jr., also known as Pooh Shiesty. The FBI in Memphis also confirmed that Shiesty's father, Lontrell Williams Sr., was also arrested following a raid Wednesday in which we covered at the family's home in Cordova. The Department of Justice says Shiesty, along with his right-hand man, Rodney Wright Jr., also known as Big30, and 7 others, are accused of robbing and kidnapping multiple victims at a Music Dallas studio, all including Atlanta rapper Radrick Davis, known as Gucci Mane, his CEO. Arrests were made in Memphis, Nashville, and Dallas.
This is
the
wild.
other arrests included Condarius Waters, Terrence Rogers, Demarion Gibson, DeMarcus Glover, Corday Johnson, and Darian McDaniel.
Here's the crazy part, right? Really think about this. Do y'all think 9 niggas conspired on doing this together? Who the fuck does a crime with 9 people? Like, do you think 9 niggas conspired that we're gonna get Gucci Man in this studio and we're gonna rob him? Yeah, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. Or do y'all think this was Pooh Shiesty probably moving on emotions and his dad moving on emotions? Maybe everybody wasn't in on it, but they had no choice to be once it happened. Like, imagine you just going with your homeboy to the studio, but 3 of y'all know the play. The rest of y'all don't, but y'all all in the studio. And then when Gucci come in, shit go left, and your homeboy who you with, he whip out. Boom, hey, go block the door. They tell you to block the door. What you doing? You ain't gonna say no. You gonna block the door. But then here's the catch is now, you know, it's cold in the streets, so y'all can't snitch and say what happened. So now you gotta take this crime with your mans, even though it was probably only 3 of y'all was in on it. But now all 9 of us gotta go down. But this is 2026. All 9 ain't going down. Niggas finna talk. Niggas finna tell for sure.
According to the DOJ, on January 10, 2026, just weeks after his release of FDO, Pooh Shiesty and 3 other music professionals traveled from Memphis to Dallas for a meeting with the 2 music professionals to discuss a contract with one of the victims. Investigators allege that while the men were inside the studio, Shiesty and 8 co-conspirators held them at gunpoint. The DOJ say Shiesty forced one of the victims to sign a release form from the music label while being threatened with a firearm. Authorities allege other suspects stole cash and high-value items, including a Rolex watch and jewelry. Screenshot of a video from Terrence Rogers' social media account depicted a Rolex believed to be stolen in the robbery.
God damn, man. Look at this. Look at this dude. Look at you, man. How you feel today? Seeing yourself on all these goddamn blogs, headlines, all these YouTube goddamn shows, everybody talking about you and showing your picture with you showing the stolen items, man. Come on, dog. You really went to the internet and flexed it? Nigga went to the internet, bro.
The DOJ also says one of the victims was choked to the point of near unconsciousness. Big30 is accused of barricading the door to prevent the victims from leaving. Shiesty's father is accused of helping plan and carry out the incident. The DOJ says suspects later posted photos on social media with items believed to have been stolen during a robbery.
Oh my God. More niggas posting more shit. More niggas posting more shit. And y'all robbed a motherfucking white boy. Y'all robbed a cameraman. If anybody gonna talk, it's gonna be the nigga that's just there to do camera work. I'm not a part of this nigga hood. Nigga, I'm here and I'm taking a break from school, from college. I usually tour with this other artist, but I'm going with Gucci Man just to film him, and y'all finna rob me? Oh yeah, you know, he finna be the first one telling. Shit. And then they said Gucci security, I mean, his bodyguard was a goddamn off-duty officer. So you just robbed the police? Jesus, man. Do your research.
This is screenshots of DeMarcus Glover's social media account depicting him wearing purportedly stolen jewelry. Pooh Shiesty was released from federal prison 6 months ago after pleading guilty to a firearm and drug charges. If convicted, the DOJ says each individual could face a sentence to up to life in prison.
What?
These was the main pictures in that criminal complaint that I had to scrap for, fam. Cause it was only released via hard copy inside that news conference. Now that you guys are caught up on this indictment or this criminal complaint, check out the news conference.
This week, 9 individuals, including well-known musical artists, kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint numerous victims at...
Oh, they didn't put the kidnapping on them. Kidnapping and strong-arm robbery. Damn.
Music studio in Dallas, Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested yesterday in Dallas, Memphis, and Nashville. These individuals who are charged and arrested include Lontrell Williams Jr., also known as Pooh Shiesty, Lontrell Williams Sr., Rodney Wright Jr., also known as Big30, Kadarius Waters, Demarion Gibson, DeMarcus Glover, Corday Johnson, Darian McDaniel, and Terrence Rogers has not been arrested yet, but will be soon.
On your ass, boy. They on your ass.
The complaint alleges that on January 10th of this year, 3 music industry professionals traveled to Dallas for a scheduled business meeting. Lontrell Williams Jr. arranged this meeting purportedly to discuss the terms of his recording contract with one of the victims. As alleged, once these 3 men were inside the recording studio, Williams Jr. and 8 co-conspirators, several of whom traveled from Memphis, Tennessee.
8 motherfuckers. 9 people doing a crime. Come on, man. Come on, man. I just can't see 9 people being that stupid to think they're going to pull this off. Now, I get it. I see when people do smash and grabs and they be like 9 people. But to think you to go to a studio, which has cameras everywhere, and go rob a high-profile nigga like a Gucci man, a rapper, with a cameraman, with a bodyguard, and think you're finna get away with it by... Hold on, just the fact that you think you could put a gun to a music executive head and force him to sign something, and then he's just gonna let it go. Especially when you got a hot-ass record out and I done invested all this money to you. See, but this is where it gets tricky. Because now you're talking about the street side, the street nigga versus the professional, the businessman. Because Gucci, you didn't just rob from me from the streets, you robbed from me from my business. And nigga, this is a lot of, if I zip my mouth, that's a tricky one for Gucci, man. That's the next video we finna watch. Did Gucci man snitch? Because that's a tricky one. As a businessman, you like, nigga, I ain't letting this nigga walk away. But then he rob you, put a gun in your head. Well, yeah, rob you, put a gun in your head, make you sign. Are you telling the police? Are you reporting that? Or are you just gonna eat that L? What would you do?
Executed a coordinated armed takeover. As alleged, Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint. The remaining conspirators displayed firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and other high-value items. One of the victims was actually choked by one of the defendants to the point of near unconsciousness.
See, that's where it got out of pocket. It's one thing to put a gun to me to sign out my deal, but then now you went on and robbed me plus everybody I was with. You stripped us, you took our shit, you beat us up. You know what I mean? Like, now this is crazy. This is crazy.
Defendant Wright barricaded the studio door with his body to prevent the victims from escaping. The ringleader of the conspiracy, Lontrell Williams Jr., was on home confinement at the time of the offense.
God damn.
As alleged, for a prior firearms conspiracy charge and conviction out of the Southern District of Florida. Towards the end of his prison sentence, he had been granted home detention. Part of the terms of his home detention were that he would not commit another federal offense or possess a firearm.
Damn, fucked up. Right there. Boom. You fucked up.
His father, Lontrell Williams Sr., is alleged to have helped plan and execute the federal kidnapping as charged in the complaint.
Federal kidnapping.
And as described further in the complaint, within hours of leaving the Dallas studio, a number of the defendants were on social media displaying some of the items that appeared to be the jewelry that had been robbed from the victims. The charging document outlines some of the evidence, just some, establishing the defendants' roles in the federal offense. This is as follows: electronic monitoring data placing Williams Jr. at the offense location, which would put him in violation of his home detention conditions.
Damn.
Cell phone records and license plate reader data corroborating the coordinated travel of multiple defendants from Memphis, Tennessee to Dallas. Rental car records confirming Williams Sr. rented a vehicle that was used by the group. Surveillance footage from the offense location.
Surveillance footage from the studio. Stupid motherfuckers. I swear to God, niggas do not be thinking, man. Like, how did you, what in your right mind made you say, I'm gonna get away with this? Like, nigga, 9 people. We rob Gucci Man, and we rob his home, his associates, inside of a recording studio while I'm on house arrest, and I'm out 6 months fresh out, and I'm not even free yet, nigga. I'm out on probation, parole, whatever I'm on. Like, what are you doing? And they just tracking everything. And they gonna put it all like this was premeditated. Y'all niggas came down here with that one mission in mind, to rob Gucci Man. And y'all notice how they said 3 music professionals? You see how they describe them as that? 3 music professionals.
A nearby office supply store,
Y'all
and a
niggas finna get
hotel where
fucked.
several of the defendants stayed following the offense. Fingerprint evidence as well that was recovered from the crime scene, matching at least 2 of the defendants. Social media posts by defendants displaying what appears to be stolen property just in the days following the offense.
Come on.
Greyhound bus records confirming the travel of multiple defendants from Dallas to Memphis the day after the offense. In this case, came to Dallas to conduct legitimate business, and they were met with firearms and violence as alleged in the charging document. This case should serve as a warning to others who believe that using violence and intimidation tactics to rob others in our community is a viable way to conduct business. I'm here to say that it is not, and that if you choose to do this, we will, together with our law enforcement partners here and the other ones in the Northern District of Texas, will bring you swiftly to justice.
Hey, they finna fuck this nigga over, because I saw that they said the feds be, when you get these rental cars and you connect your Bluetooth to the phone, like it downloads all your data and shit. So, I don't know. Maybe in this situation, I don't know if they did that or not, but they have been talking about that. I saw where they said the feds be using that shit when niggas, you know, get rental cars and connect your phone through Bluetooth. They could go through your contacts and your text messages and all that and see it all downloads to the car. So y'all be careful when y'all get these rentals and be connecting y'all shit. Especially if you're out there doing hot shit. You know what I mean? You're out there being hot.
I want to thank the FBI Dallas Violent Crimes Task Force, the FBI's Memphis Resident Agency and Nashville Field Office, the Memphis Safe Task Force, the Dallas Police Department, the United States Attorney for the Western District of Tennessee, Michael Dunovit, and AUSA Greg Wagner, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of Texas, my dear friend and colleague Jay Combs, and the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Middle District of Tennessee, including my colleague Braden Busek, for their outstanding contributions in this multi-jurisdictional investigation and prosecution. I'd also like to highlight the extraordinary work. None of this happens without the extraordinary work of our AUSAs in this office, and I'm here to say we have the best AUSAs in the entire country. That includes AUSAs Robert Withers, Claire Demers, and my violent crime chief, Jeremy Fugate. This case really underscores the importance of standing up for crime victims, no matter who they are or where they come from, and the incredible collaborative investigative partnerships that we have, not only in the Northern District of Texas, but across the country, and we are all working together to make our country safer. So thank you for being here today, and I'll answer some questions after my colleague here speaks. But now I'm going to turn it over to him, and this is Jeremy Wright, who's the Dallas FBI Assistant Special Agent in charge.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan. Good morning, everybody. As Ryan said, my name is Jeremy Wright. I'm Assistant Special Agent in charge for FBI Dallas. As United States Attorney Raybold said, we're here today.
They're about to wash these niggas, man. They're about to try to wash these niggas something crazy. They're about to try to make an example out of this nigga. Bruh, all right, let me ask y'all, do y'all think all 9 conspired on this? On robbing Gucci Mane? Because think if you're the one person in the room, let's say you just so happen to pull up because your homie's in Dallas. You just so happen to pull up. 8 of your homies pull up. You happen to be number 9 that's meeting them at the studio for a session. Gucci Mane coming there. All this shit transpires. Hey, block the door. Big30 blocked the door. I got it, my nigga. Here, hold this. Hey, matter of fact, go check his pockets. They tell you go check the nigga pockets. Now you a part of this shit. Oh, that's fucked up, dog.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
That's
man?
fucked up. You like, hold on. They got this case to visit the homies. Now y'all niggas got a Fed case. Fuck. I guarantee one of them niggas was not there with that intention. I guarantee one of them didn't know. And just like, what the fuck? And that's going to be the one that cracked. He finna be like, hell no, nigga. I ain't finna go do no goddamn. Y'all talking about life? Y'all talking about giving niggas life? It's over with.
Announced the arrest of several individuals in the Memphis and Nashville, Tennessee areas, as long as one here in Frisco, Texas. These arrests are the result of a violent kidnapping of 3 individuals here in the Dallas area. The majority of those arrested did travel from Memphis to Dallas to commit that offense. Our office collaborated with multiple law enforcement agencies and other FBI offices to carry out this investigation that ultimately led to these arrests. So I'd like to thank the Dallas Violent Crimes Task Force, Dallas Police Department, the Memphis Safe Task Force, Memphis, Tennessee Police Department, and the Shelby County, Tennessee Sheriff's Department for helping with this investigation. Violent crime does remain a top priority for the FBI, and we dedicated significant resources from here in Dallas FBI, Nashville, Little Rock, Birmingham, and Atlanta FBI offices to investigate and successfully arrest these individuals. We remain committed to investigating violent crimes like these. No matter who you are, we will fight every day alongside our partners to make our communities safer. So, thank you.
And we have time for some questions. If you would just identify who you were with and your name, would be helpful.
This was a fucking layup to the feds, bro. They like, nigga, this is too easy, bro. This is too easy, Pooh Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty and team. Y'all just gonna make it this easy for us, my nigga. Y'all just gonna give us something like this? Oh yeah, we gonna slam dunk this one. Y'all niggas, this the sloppiest shit ever. And it don't make sense. Strong arming out your business deal is not flying, bro. Go put some money on a lawyer. You got enough money to do it. Go get a great lawyer and take that shit to court and handle it that way. Or just meet the fucking terms of your deal. What did you sign for? That's so crazy. You got to risk going to jail for life for, nigga. You would rather go to jail for life than complete the terms of your contract? What could be so fucking bad? Like, nigga, what? That's crazy.
Yes, sir.
Kevin Reese with WFAA.
Hi, Kevin.
It may be in the release that you're going to send us, but can you be more specific to who these victims are and a specific location of this studio that you were talking about?
I'll answer the last part first. Yes, it'll be in the complaint, and we're happy to get you a copy of that. It's now unsealed. It was off Dallas Parkway in Dallas, Texas, a music studio. That's what's identified in the complaint. As far as victims go, we won't get into, at this time, who the victims are or not.
Chase with the Dallas Morning News. Can you describe the injuries suffered by the 3 victims?
So one of the victims, and this is actually in the complaint, and we'll get you a copy as well, there's a photograph of the injury. It looks like there's some abrasions on the neck and arm.
And that's the photographer, the white boy. He got stripped.
You were still seeking.
They probably took his camera, his jewelry, whatever. If he had a chain on, 1017 chain, they stripped him, robbed him for his money in his pocket, wallet. Because they said they robbed everybody for their shit. And I'm like, why? Why did it lead to that? You know what I mean? How did it go from just making Gucci get you out the deal to robbing everybody?
One of the individuals that's been charged has not had his initial appearance yet, but agents are actively working to locate and bring him to court.
And I wanted to touch on that actually. Eric Bushman with KRLD. Since there's one person you're still trying to get to come in, I guess it's not an arrest, it's initial appearance. You had said that you're trying to work out. Because you're going public with this, are you afraid at all that that's going to hinder and eventually getting an individual in?
Agents are working to find him. The complaint has already been unsealed, and a number of these defendants have had their public hearing already, their initial appearance, and so it's already out there that this individual has been charged, and so that information is in the public record. But I trust that the agents will be able to identify this person and find them and bring them to justice. Of course, that person can turn themselves in immediately.
My boy finna do the dash. Y'all think he gonna turn himself in if he haven't got caught already or turned himself in already? Or y'all think he gonna try to, stick it out, go for as long as he could go?
Two questions. This is Chase with the Dallas Morning News again. So the initial incident happens in January 10th. We're here in April. Can you describe the timeline and the length of time, why we're talking about this now? Because it sounds like these arrests happened recently. And then the second part of that question, did all of the arrests happen yesterday, or were they happening over the span of time that we're talking about?
Yeah, good questions. I'll start with the last part. 8 of the 9 happened yesterday, and then we're still working on one more. And that was, again, a lot of those happened in Memphis. One happened in Nashville, and we're working now with our Georgia counterparts to get the last person brought to justice. Do you want to ask another?
Them niggas and them all on the same day at the same time, probably swept up in there, caught all them niggas off guard.
Question, follow up to that?
Actually, I forgot he had two. Come back to me after you.
Okay, and remind me of your first part, sir.
We had the initial incident on January 10th,
Yep.
here April 2nd. Can you describe and kind of characterize why, that amount of time passed before there were arrests?
Well, that was one of the reasons I wanted to list off some of the evidence that has been uncovered to date. A lot of this was subpoena work, search warrant work, and things like that in order to develop the investigation. And so the agents here with me, the agents out in the field, it takes a little bit of time to identify who did this offense and build a case so that we feel comfortable bringing the charges. So actually that's pretty quickly for a federal case of this gravity and this nature. And so I'm very proud of the investigative work. And it will continue from this office as well as our FBI and our local police department.
If convicted of these charges, these arrests, how serious are these crimes? What effect do these people face?
They're facing a range, so there's no mandatory minimum in this case. It's a range of punishment, and it'll be in the province of the judge, whoever gets the case. But it could be from 0 all the way to life imprisonment. And as you know, a lot of what will guide what's called the sentencing guidelines will be the individual's previous criminal history, the fact that one of these individuals committed the offense while on home confinement. So
yeah, he's gone. The dad been fucking up. He's gone. And who else was in there fucking up? Now, who was in there innocent? Who was just in this motherfucker hanging out? I'm just coming down here to fuck around with the homies. I'm not, nigga. I don't got no previous arrests. I don't got no police record. That's the one that's gonna be like, check this out. Nigga, check this out. I've never been in trouble before, sir. This is my first time, sir. I've never been in trouble, sir. What am I here? Oh, yeah, you're looking at 40 years. 40 years? What the fuck? I was just with Lontrell. We was just going. He told me he had a show down there. What is over? Ain't nobody finna take no goddamn 20, 30 years because Pooh Shiesty want to do some shiesty shit. But his homeboy's fucked up. His homeboy's out flexing the stolen goods. They on the internet. Nigga, you can tell they ain't had shit. So, dude, I think they was all in. Probably majority of them. But to know that y'all got some hot shit, y'all just stole off of Gucci and his cameraman, and then y'all gonna go to the internet the next day, day after, and flex it. Gotta be the dumbest shit. Gotta be the dumbest.
Actually serving a federal offense, assuming that individual is convicted, that will be an aggravating factor for sure.
Real quick, I was curious. I know you're being quiet so far on the victims here, but could you at least tell us, outside of them being local to Dallas, were they aspiring artists? Are they known locally or even nationally? Can you at least tell us that?
I'm not going to get into the victim stuff at this time. I think that more will be coming out there that will help clarify, but I'm not at liberty at this stage of the investigation to disclose that.
And then can you describe the operation to conduct all of those arrests? I imagine they were in different places. You know, maybe they all happened around the same time. I'm not sure.
I'm going to hand that one off to my colleague here, Jeremy Wright.
Yeah, thank you for the question. It requires a lot of partnerships across multiple jurisdictions to be able to conduct simultaneous arrests in a manner, you know, to not alert other folks and to do it safely. So really, it's just a coordinated.
So since January, they've been lining these niggas up, putting all the faces to the names to the faces on camera, making sure it's going to stick for one. Okay, when we get them, we want to make sure it stick. So let's build this shit up. Let's, nigga, gather all the charges that we're going to hit them with. Know what I'm saying? And let's gather all the evidence that we could gather. How did they get there? Where did they stop? Nigga, what they have on? Who was driving? Nigga, who drove back? Who caught the buses back? Nigga, the pictures off their Instagram, social media. Let's get all the information. Any podcast they done set on. Any songs they released after this incident that they talk about it, nigga, they gonna gather everything, boom, boom, boom. And then now we gotta wait at the right time so when we hit them all at once. You know how they do when they do them little fed sweeps. They gonna hit your ass, the Ricos. They gonna come at the same time. 4 or 5 in the morning at the same time. Boo, 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 boo. Tear your ass up. All y'all caught off guard. Damn. One nigga got away. Is he gonna turn himself in? This is crazy, man. And Pooh Shiesty, you smoked it, man. You smoked it, bro.
Unfortunately, we have great relationships here locally with Dallas PD and our other partners, as well as other FBI offices have the similar relationships. Memphis is unique. They have the Memphis Safe Task Force there currently, which was kind of a help in a lot of this. So it's really just coordination and pre-planning.
And a follow-up to that. So were all of the arrests in Memphis, or?
No. Memphis, we had one in Frisco, Texas, yesterday morning. The rest were in Memphis. And as the U.S. Attorney said, we're actively pursuing the final arrest.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Did you have another question, sir?
KD, just mugshots. Is there anything out somewhere where we can get that?
I think that becomes public record, but I'm not sure. If I could follow up with you right after, Catherine, if you would get to make sure that we get that information over there. Thank you for coming.
I'm gonna leave this one alone for now, fam. I'm gonna let you guys dissect everything you just heard and go over the first video again if you have to. I know more information is gonna present itself to the public in the near future. And rest assured, I'm gonna bring that to you guys' attention. But there's other stories we need to talk about and to cover and spread awareness on. And we got many requests, including body cam footages and interrogations. So with that being said, this was the latest on a rapper. Well, 2 rappers and his father and several others from Memphis who traveled via Greyhound to allegedly kidnap and rob his CEO while on a tether, fam. You can't make this up. To get out his contract, only to be arrested weeks later. Let me know how you guys...
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Pooh Shiesty. Is he living up to the name Shiesty? Of course he is. Come on, man. Pooh Shiesty, he's a snake. He said, my grandma, what was the line he say? Something about watch the snakes. Nigga, I am the snake, basically. I am the snake. He snaked the nigga who he rented the McLaren from. That's why he went to jail last time. He rented a McLaren from a nigga and ended up robbing that nigga and shooting him. Basically, don't do business with Pooh Shiesty. That's the moral of the story. That nigga is cold. He cold-blooded. He don't give a fuck, but he also don't think things through. Pooh Shiesty, you gotta move smarter, man. You only been out for 6 months. Why would you do such a dumb thing so soon? at all, though. What was in that contract? What was the stipulations that made you throw your life away while you're on probation, parole, on a monitor, to do a federal kidnapping at gunpoint, and they saying you the one who was holding the gun at Gucci Man? You're not supposed to be around no guns. You're not supposed to do no kidnapping. You're not supposed to be around no crime at all. Hell, I don't even think you were supposed to be in Dallas. You were supposed to be in Florida. Man, what the fuck are you doing, man? He threw it all away, y'all. So, I don't know what's going to happen from here. You know, Pooh Shiesty, goddamn, man. We was excited you was back. FDO song going crazy. We still banging that. That song hard as a bitch. I just knew you had like 10 more coming, man. 10 more bangers on the way. And Gucci Man, what is on Gucci Man's mind right now? How is he feeling? Did he work with the police? Did he not work with the police? Was it the cameraman? Was it his guard who told? Because somebody told. So, what do y'all think? Let me know in the comment section. I'm going to give y'all 2 seconds to smash a like. And as always, get ready for the next reaction.